Okay guys, we're finally tackling this brake line job here, and so we're going to show you how to make some brake lines up. I've already got the old ones cut off and undone, which is usually a pain in the ass because they really seize on. So no matter what, these ends you have to use a vice grip because they'll just end up stripping with a regular wrench. Put a wrench on the one end on the joiner, and then just put vice grips on here, and try not to twist the other side because you don't want to break the other line. So we have to, in this one here, I just cut off and then use vice grips to get the rest off. So, and I believe this is where it broke, somewhere along here. So I've got another line already straightened out right here. When you buy a 25-foot roll, it just comes spooled up. I usually just straighten it out. So now I'm just gonna line it up and make all the bends. So we'll get this done. Okay, we're gonna start here at the back. So I've got a curve 90-degree up. About yay high. I'll cut some of that off. And I've got a bend a little here. And another bend here. So it doesn't have to be perfectly close, like perfect, but just got to get it close enough and you'll be able to maneuver it when you get it under the vehicle. You'll be able to re-bend it whichever way you have to under the vehicle. So that's pretty close so far. It's going to come down. And then got this one here, bend right about there. It comes on a, you got to make sure because that end's going to turn. So pretty good. And that comes to here and roughly about here it's going to bend to, and then back like so. This one's a little too long. Straighten that out. And that's pretty darn close. So, and don't forget the little extra that you actually cut off of this end. You have to add that too. And this bend comes up a little bit. You just want to get it close to where it was before. And then you can do the final adjustments when you get under the vehicle. Okay, I'm just going to cut most of that excess off just with the shears to get it close, and then I'll put it under the vehicle and see exactly where I need to cut it. Leave yourself about 1/8 of an inch, and I'll show you why in a second. Okay guys, so what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to actually just trim this up a little bit with a pipe cutter, because I know my distance isn't this high. And the reason I'm not cutting it with a regular cutter or whatever is because I need a smooth end. So we're going to cut this up. Okay, so now you'll see my punch here. You'll have to get a special kit for this style because it's a bubbled end style. I'll show you the differences. Okay, so this is a bubbled end style, right? And this here is a 45 end style. Make sure you get the right ones, because if you look at this one, oh, there are two different ones. So this is your bubbled end style, and there's two different types of ends. There's ones for 45s and ones for bubbled end styles. So the guy tried selling me the ones for 45. See how nice and that fits, and it cups. The actual brass fitting is has the matching cup, so it fits in and squishes. But the bubbled end style is slightly different. So you can't use the 45 on this style because it just doesn't match. You see how that goes? So using the proper one, it actually seats itself in there, and it's perfect. The guy sold me these and tried convincing that, oh no, these are the right ones. No, these are the right ones. So because this is a bubbled end, we have to make a bubbled end. I got my tool here, and it's a 3/16. Oh no, this is the wrong one. There it is. This is we're going to be using 4.75, which is actually the 3/16. So we're going to go on this back end first, and you just put it in here. Now your bubbled end maker comes with a gauge. This gauge right here, it just sits over, and you just raise it up till you get that much. Oop. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but you get her. So we'll just drop this down if we can, like so. And that's good there. So now we're going to crank it down. Now it takes a bit of pressure. If I can find it, there we are. It takes a bit of pressure, but the bottom of this nut right here has to come down flush with this here. So it's quite a bit of work, but you get her. So that goes, that little nub goes into the hole. I'll just crank this tight, like so. And we'll grab our bar. We'll crank the crap out of this until it's flush with the bottom. So I actually have to put this up against my put it up against my side to do this, so give me a second. Okay, one thing. Oops. Don't forget to put your end on. I haven't done this end yet, so I'm going to slide it down this end to make sure I don't forget. Okay guys, remember, before flaring, put your end on. Make sure it's the proper way. That was my screw up, but I got it down the other end. So I'm just going to continue cranking this. ground. Could make it easier by putting this actually in a vise, this in a vise, and then just crank it, but I don't have my vise set up yet. Oh, almost there. Right at the end. Right at the end, so good, another crank and we're golden. And there we go. It's flushed all the way. Now we gotta undo it. It helps if you have a clean workbench too. There we go. Now we just take it off. And that's done. And there's our end. Boom. Beauty fit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this end at the back of the car, and I'm going to feed the front and mark it exactly where I need to be so I have the perfect length. Okay, so here we are under the car, and you'll see I've already got this one connected. Now for the other one, I'm not gonna actually connect it, but as you see, I just connected where it should go, and then I've got a length down there, and I've actually put this one to the front where I've got to actually connect it. I've already marked it. Now I got to remove it. I'm going to be removing this one and then making a bubble end on the other end and putting my joint, and it's gold. Actually, that one's already done. I've already done that one, so I can just put it up. The only reason I haven't is because I accidentally spilt some brake fluid, and I'm waiting for my kitty litter to show up because I ran out. Alright guys, it's like midnight. Finally got, as you can see, it's wet here. Finally got Victor's axle done on the Dodge, and finally got the brakes done on the Paseo here, and we ended up with a little bit of air in the front wheel cylinder because we had let it go dry by accident, the wheel cylinder, when we were bleeding it, so bled a bit of air out of the front, and now she's good and hard, and we're just getting ready to pull it out and tidy up. I gotta chuck some more cat litter down, but yeah, what a hell of a night. But we did go to Part Source and get the, yeah bitches, that's just cool, and it's metal. I like it. Nice. $7. So for anybody who wants to know, what's the date today? Like 24th, 25th of February? But Part Source has a really cool sale on. They got like a 25th. Crap 25th. February 25th, yeah. Part Source has a really awesome sale going on right now. They got a crap load of stuff. Anyway, cheers guys. Have a good night.